Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I finally have a little bit of time that I can spend on talking about the awesome Tamiya TD2 Astute 2022. There's a lot of twos in that now. FYI, for some strange, unexplained reason, we here in Indonesia were able to get our hands on this kit a lot earlier than we were supposed to, because I believe that even to the day that I'm recording this, that the Astute has not actually been released in markets around the world. So we were super lucky to get this in stores. I think it only lasted not even a day in the stores that had these kits, because we all bought them as soon as we found out they were available. And the other pleasant surprise was the price, because before it was released here, I thought my guesstimation on the price was that it would be around, the TD4 was 4.5 million rupiahs when it came here, so that's about 380 US dollars, I think, around somewhere like that, or 350 maybe. So I assumed that the Astute would probably be around, let's say, 3.5 million rupiahs, or yeah, about 280, $300, something like that. But when it was released here, or at least in the shops that had these, they were selling them for about 2.5 million rupiahs, which is about what, $180, $170, and that's basically the price of a TTO2 kit here costs around 2 million to 2.5 million. So I mean, it's insane. I mean, when we saw the prices, or at least when I saw the price, I thought like I had to get it at that moment before it sold out, because when the blockhead motors wild one was released, I was kind of on the fence whether I wanted to get it or not. And the decision actually had been made for me that I would not be getting it because I was too late, because it all sold out. So by the time I thought like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get on, it was already sold out. So tough luck. So I didn't want to miss out on this. So when it was available for sale, put it straight into my shopping cart and checked it out as soon as I could. And yeah, I mean, man, I'm so happy that I did, because this is an amazing kit. I don't have that much experience with the higher end Tamiya kits. I think most of the kits that I've built so far have been, considered entry level kits. So up until now, I've never had access, or I've never encountered a Tamiya kit that had quality plastic. I mean, this is the plastic they use here is definitely not the same plastic that you would see in most of the other Tamiya kits, at this price range at least. And it's a great chassis. So I have my custom Racer Rabbits under tray sticker there. Great plastics, ball bearings included. I mean, everything is adjustable. You have turnbuckles everywhere, obviously CVA shocks. The biggest surprise for me was just the hardware in terms of, hex bolts all around. I think there were a few Phillips head or just screws here and there, but they were mostly for, stuff like attaching the fenders there and some other minor cosmetic things, I think. But for the most part, all the bolts are hex bolts. I'm not sure if like the higher end kits are all like this, like the TRF kits and stuff like that. But I mean, for a car that costs as much as the TTO2 here, I mean, it's definitely a step up. Granted, you don't get any electronics. You don't get an ESC. You don't get a motor. But I mean, those aren't too expensive either, depending on how far you want to go with the specs. But so what I put in here is I went brushed. Okay, so my particular build has a super stock, to me, a super stock RZ motor in there with just a simple hobby wing, quick run 1060 ESC in there which is always, it's always very reliable. A nice low profile Power HD R12 servo, so that's, it's nice and quick. So yeah, I mean, I haven't had too many opportunities so far to take this out and really test it out. But so far, I mean, it's really nice. Handles really well. The build was fun. I believe it's yeah, again, it's about like 90% the same as a TD4 Super Avanti. I think the major difference is basically just the front end, obviously because it doesn't have powered front wheels. Everything on this side here is basically 100% the same as a Super Avanti, except for obviously the battery tray. The way they handle the batteries are a bit different. The body shell, I think, again, it's a love or hate kind of thing with the new TD series. The Super Avanti was a bit harder for me to accept visually, aesthetically, because it was, I don't know, it was a bit too bulbous. But I think the Astute is much nicer looking. It looks very F1 like, and yeah, in terms of the body shell with the livery and the paint, I stuck to the box art red that they recommended, which is the PS, was it 60? I think I forgot what it was called. So that red backed with some silver. For the stickers, I used the sticker sheet that came with the kit, but I cut the blue parts out of some of the stickers. So this one was supposed to have a black and blue line and all the the Astute writing and everything like that. I cut that out, just kept the black lines just to add a little bit of accent. So red and black is the theme here. So the wing, the rear wing, I painted. I guess you're not supposed to paint these. It's supposed to be transparent, but I felt like it needed some color. So I backed it in black. But I mean, again, I don't know if I'm not supposed to use PS paints for this, or just not supposed to paint them at all, because the paint is it's already starting to flake, even though I haven't really done much with it. I can't really talk too much about performance. One, because I'm not that knowledgeable on the technical details of RC as a beginner, and two, I haven't had, as I mentioned before, opportunities to test this car out the way it's meant to be tested. But yeah, so hopefully soon the weather will get better, and the situation with Omicron and everything else will also get better, so that I can actually maybe take this out to the dirt track or a big field or something and really give it a go. If you have any questions about the Astute, I'll try to answer it. If you have any questions in the comments, I'll try to answer it as best I can. Hope you enjoyed it, and for you folks who have not yet been able to get your hands on this kit, hopefully you will be able to soon, because it's pretty much worth it. And I hope you get it at the same price as we did. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks.